Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. My voice is recovering a little bit from the weekend, but I wanted to get this done now because of course we are expecting some big stuff to do with the Wyatt Sicks tonight on Raw. We're hoping that we're going to get a new feud, and actually they have tweeted, so we'll look at that in a moment. But the big story is, in my opinion, this. So WWE Creative were kept in the dark about The Rock's return at Bad Blood. And this is really interesting because if you read the article, it actually says, and this is coming from Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful, it actually says that they don't expect The Rock to be around that frequently going forwards. So even though they've said that he's back, he's still very much back on a very part-time basis. I don't know if that's going to be a massive surprise. But anyone thinking that we were going to be seeing The Rock every week now on all the shows, all the PLEs, all that kind of stuff, that's not the vibe that I'm picking up from this article. The belief is that his appearances are going to be infrequent. So don't quite know when we see him next. He may make an appearance on Friday, but nothing at this time is being advertised about The Rock being there on Friday. So we'll have to wait and see what Raw has got for us information-wise. But yeah, that is, for me, the top story. Little bit of news, the latest news in regards to where we stand with The Rock. Here, this is Finn Balor, and it's very short, but this is what he was saying following his loss at Bad Blood.
Over, Damian. This ain't over. It's right when you least expect it. I'll be waiting.
Set over my long shot.
Over.
There we go. Only 10 seconds long, but the message is very clear. This is not over, Damian. When you least expect it, I will be there. So it seems like Judgment Day are not done with Damian Priest. So anyone thinking that we were going to move away from that now doesn't look like it. Right, down here, Jordan, shout out to you. So Nab said, if you read Roman's lips, he says, and I've watched this and I can't quite make it out, right? But I trust that this is what he says. But if you wanted to know what he said to Jimmy, apparently he says, you did that. You did that. You ran the play, right? And apparently this is a callback to a backstage segment when we had Roman and Jimmy. And basically Roman said to Jimmy, you ran the wrong play, right? So he said that to him backstage on SmackDown, obviously a long time ago now. But here is in the ring saying, you did that. You ran that play, kind of giving him his props, you know, and then the two of them embrace. So that is the latest I've heard as to what was actually said in the ring between Roman and Jimmy at Bad Blood. Down here, WrestleNight said, this is so good. Roman just casually looking at Cody. The point and the shrug. He does point to him there. Look, there's the little point. Now, The Rock has come out, and I think The Rock has gone back again, right? So The Rock's come out. He's done what he's done. Shows off the air at this point. We didn't get to see this, but it's suggesting that Roman is kind of pointing at Cody going, this is your problem now. And actually, during the show, we heard Roman say that helping Cody was just a one-time thing. So he's made it very clear, like, he was there for Cody at Bad Blood. Cody was there for him, but it's done now, right? It's done. That partnership, that union, respect, thanks. But on they go down their own paths. So Roman, when The Rock came out, it's like, you've got to deal with that. It's a you problem now. So yeah, very good. PQM, yeah, really interesting. Steph backstage at Bad Blood, apparently. So I'm guessing this was taken from this video that Triple H put out from Bad Blood, where he's meeting up with Little Baby and Metro Boomin and all the others. So, and apparently Steph was there backstage. So, really good. Really cool. Didn't know she was there. Don't think she was ever shown or spoken about at any point. Probably shouldn't be the biggest surprise. She is the wife of Triple H. And obviously she grew up in the business. She's been the CEO of the company. So, but I don't know. It's always fun to see Steph around. And then here, thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. So, Ryback saw that massive mark, the cut, the stitches on Drew McIntyre's head. And he said, I've never done this or anything close to this to any of my opponents. I would say whoever did this to him is beyond reckless and very dangerous to work with. So there we go. That is Ryback talking about CM Punk, talking about how reckless and dangerous CM Punk is following that Hell in a Cell match. I mean, Ryback's just stirring the pot, isn't he? You know, he's just causing trouble. You know, if you go into a Hell in a Cell match like that and you know there's going to be weapons and there's going to be lots of spots, I mean, they will have walked through exactly, right, we're going to do this spot, we're going to do that spot, then we're going to do this. They'll have an idea as to what they were going to do. They know that something at some point could go wrong and that an injury like that is possible. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, those are Ryback's thoughts on the Hell in a Cell aftermath. So that was Bad Bloods. Let's go WWE, shall we? Here is the Wyatt Sicks tweet. There you are. They tweeted that out 52 minutes ago. There you are. I asked the question, who do you think this is about? Right? And actually what I can do is if I click on it, we can whoosh it over and just look at some of the responses. So here, I'll try anything once said. Kevin, Miz, Final Testament. Ken thinks it's Cross. Nighty thinks Miz, Final Testament. Ira's got Judgment Day. Bradley, not sure. Brady said, I think the Miz because of the QR codes. Jim said Carrion. Vicky said Kevin Owens, but I haven't got a clue, to be honest. So we've got a few Final Testaments. We've got a few Miz's. We've got an Xavier Woods. Chelsea fan, shout out to you, my friends. Glad you enjoyed the Bad Blood stream. Thank you, buds. Patrick said, at first I thought it was Xavier, but now I'm not sure if this isn't about Miz after he turned on R-Truth. Joe said, not much to go off. That is true. Punk, maybe, says Scotty. That's just Howdy finding his clothes for the day. There you are. So very good, very good. So yeah, who is it about? I mean, I'm not sure about the Kevin Owens thing because Kevin Owens did turn, but and we could see that he was getting frustrated. But why would the Wyatt Sicks send a message to someone that's on SmackDown? We've not seen them go into SmackDown. I know about the Pluto symbols, but we still haven't quite established, like, you know, what they're about. And actually, the lead-in theory is that they are always around women's tag teams. So, I don't know. I'm not really getting the vibe that Kevin is a target. Plus, also, at the moment, Kevin's on his own. So, what are the Wyatt Sicks going to do? Just all beat up Kevin Owens? So, I'm not closed that door. I'm not saying it's impossible. But for me, definitely Xavier or Miz fits better with the don't do it, you're going to regret it, you know, that you can still turn back. I think Carrion has been a lost soul for a long time, so I don't think those messages were for Carrion. But the messages about, like, you know, turning back, you'll regret it. You know, I think that's either Miz or Xavier. I do think that Carrion is very much in their crosshairs, though, and very much looking forward to Raw tonight. Don't forget, Raw tonight, only 2 hours. It's the first 2-hour Raw, I think, since about 2012. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I just included this because I thought this was interesting. I was watching this clip, and here you can actually see the increases, the TV deal increases that have happened for WWE and for AEW. So if we go full screen on this, so here you can see USA Network, right? That ran for 5 years, and that was for 265 million, right? I'm guessing that's a year. 265 million. They've now took Raw to Netflix, and that's going to be 345 million. That has increased about 80 million for Raw. SmackDown, it was on Fox. That was 205 million. Now it goes to USA. That is 287 million. That's also increased by about 80 million. Peacock, that is 200 million a year, and we haven't had a renegotiation of that yet, so we don't know about that one. But now we come to AEW. AEW, for all of their programming, was getting 75 million. Now it's been renewed, and it has gone to 178 million, around that kind of ballpark. slightly different figures, but here 178 is what they've got. That's an increase of 100 million, which is bonkers. Although it is worth noting, we're still a bit uncertain as to if the pay-per-views are included in that, because the pay-per-views will be on Max, and they will be on Max for a cheaper price. So this is all of AEW programming, and we're not sure about the pay-per-views if they're included or not. But either way, it's still an increase, a big increase, and it's still really good for AEW. If we look at NXT went from 15 million on USA Network to 25 million. But again, that's only one show, 25 million. But even so, that probably feels a little undervalued, actually, NXT, 25 million. Compared to like some of the other numbers we're looking at here, you know? And actually, if you think that NXT is getting ratings very much in line with Dynamite these days, 25 million seems a bit of a bargain, doesn't it? So I thought this was quite interesting. Maybe not everyone's going to agree, but if you didn't, well, it's done now, so you don't need to worry about it. Here, Gunther versus Goldberg is reportedly not planned for either Survivor Series or WrestleMania. It certainly appeared that Gunther Goldberg is coming soon based on the angle last night. I don't know when, other than we're told at this point it's not planned for either Survivor Series or WrestleMania. Who made those comments? That is Dave Meltzer that made those comments. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Sammy fights Gunther for the world title tonight, and there are a few people wondering if Sammy might win. Then we get Sammy versus Cody at Crown Jewel, and we would get Gunther versus Goldberg at Crown Jewel, and I think that does make sense. The only stumbling block is I don't see Sammy winning. I think tonight is going to be Gunther getting his revenge on Sammy, because obviously Gunther lost at WrestleMania. He lost the Intercontinental Championship. So it really feels to me like he's going to get revenge tonight. But this is a perfect Crown Jewel match. I agree. It is a perfect Crown Jewel match because, you know, Goldberg is someone that is a legend. He's a known name, and the Saudis love that. They love the legends, right? They're not really interested in the up-and-coming talent. They want the big stars. And Goldberg, however you feel about him, he is one of those. In fact, as of right now, it's been pointed out to me that The Rock's return on YouTube has got 1.7 million views. Goldberg and Gunther, 1.8 million views. So this interaction was actually bigger than what we got with The Rock returning. Now, obviously, as time goes by, and it might have happened now, right? But when I checked earlier, it was true. As time goes by, I would expect The Rock to, get more and more views. But it does show that this is a big moment, and it is something that has resonated with people, even if there is a good chunk of people going, oh, God, and not Goldberg. There's a lot of people down on it, but there's a lot of people into it as well. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the way that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking Cody Gunther, because I can't see Sammy winning, right? Then I'm thinking CM Punk against Gunther at Survivor Series. And then we do have that Saturday night's main event. It's in December, so we do need to wait a little while. But yeah, we could do something on that show. And that's a show that is going to need something big on there, you know? That's a show that I think they're really going to make feel like a premium live event, because we don't have one in December. So you might as well big up that show, mightn't you? So yeah, lots to get our teeth into with all of this. Brady just pointing out that tonight WWE are taping next week's Raw. I wonder if that means we'll see what next week's Wyatt Sicks segment will be. Yeah, it's such a shame when they do that, to be honest. It's unavoidable, I suppose, but yeah, real shame. It's got to, it's to do with the European tour, I believe. Here, Wrestle Night, shout out to you. So Roman Reigns, we're just getting started. The OTC says we're just getting started. Great image of Roman as well. So yeah, apparently he has changed his profile pictures. I don't know if it's to this, but Roman's profile pictures have switched over. And then here, Wrestle Night, shout out to you. My dream match for SummerSlam in New Jersey is myself and Daddy Dom versus CM Punk and AJ Lee. Will AJ return next year? Would be awesome if she did. Sean Rossap said, people in WWE claimed this to me today about AJ Styles. The flip where he sold the knee was to be a work, right? So it was a work earlier, but the move where he landed on the knee was legit. So we're getting a bit of cross information because we were told it was a work, but that is true because this is bonkers. I think they planned that during the match, AJ would actually work a knee injury, right? So we had a story yesterday saying that, yes, it was planned. He was meant to work a knee injury. But now we're finding out that later in the match, he might have actually injured his knee. He might have actually injured his knee. So even though they planned for a knee injury, a fake knee injury, he might have actually suffered a real one. This is crazy, isn't it? I'm still confused as to whether it's real, whether it's not. I mean, right now, I'm probably leaning to the fact that it was meant to be fake, but actually later in the match, it turned real. Because that's what Sean Ross Sapp's now reporting. So, oh, God, bonkers. Bonkers. And this is the official poster for Crown Jewel. So we've got Cody and Gunther, Nia against Liv. I put this on Twitter. I was like, I feel like I've done something wrong and I'm being punished. Like, why am I getting Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan? I couldn't think of a match I would want to see less. I mean, two heels going up against each other in a match where I couldn't give a flip who won. Couldn't give a flip who won. Couldn't give a flip who lost. Doesn't make any sense, that, to me whatsoever. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, that is how it's looking at the moment. Of course, the poster can change. I mean, if Sammy wins tonight, it's going to change. Maybe this will change. But I don't know how it's going to change unless Tiffy time cashes in. But as of right now, Tiffany is also a heel. So, I don't know. Triple H, I don't know what you're doing. Popper H, I'm not sure what you're doing, but I hope you know. So, there we go. That was the WWE folder. So, we've done that. We've done that. We've done that. I think we've only got fun, to be honest. Oh, yeah, look at this. So, Liv gifted Dominik some custom sneaks that's got like Dirty Dom on. It had LM at the front as well. She's got a pair as well. So there we go. It's a nice little gift, wasn't it? Oh, this is really fun. This is our last post. Oh, God, we've got next to nothing in the fun folder. I'm pleased we're doing this now, though, because as we said after Raw, I would expect that we're probably going to do a Wyatt Sicks video. So it means we won't get another Unseen until tomorrow anyway. So good to get the folders empty. But check this out.
Oh, yeah, dig it.
Look at this. I remember this guy.
Let's go,
right?
brother.
So he is, I'm sure we've seen him before, where he's half and half, and he kind of stands that side, and he's got, like, Hogan, and then he turns around the other side. He's got Macho Man. But look at this that he's created. The little ring. We saw that at, like, WrestleMania 3. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I would imagine he is quite well known in his local community. Amazing. Amazing. So there we go. That was today's Unseen. Hope you enjoyed it. We will be live for Raw, and don't forget it is a 2-hour Raw. There will likely be spoilers for next week's show, although I am going to try and avoid them if I can. But yeah, I think we'll have a Wyatt Sicks video up later, and we'll have another Unseen for you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.